All right, guys, welcome back to Project GoodSpeed. My name's Jay, and today we're working on the little hatchback, sort of. Let's get started. Now, for those of you who don't know, my name is Jay, and I just work on my little Civic here. And for the past couple months, I have been slowly trying to gather all of trim interior to replace my old one, and it is not going so good. Luckily, I found some guy off Instagram who, sells JDM parts, and I think I found a nice replacement to just go ahead and install all JDM interior. Other than this, well, actually no, it is actually a complete set other than the carpet, I believe. So that's gonna be up to me, but this guy off Instagram ships it out to you. So it looks like a pretty decent alternative than me going through several different junkyards trying to find stuff that's in good condition. Now I know Instagram might not be the best place to get stuff, but he has a website. Hopefully it is reliable. I'm not too sure. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I'll post it down there in this video. I mostly just post funny memes and, not politically correct stuff. But I am a car guy, so a lot of car stuff, mostly Civic, and I'll be posting a lot more on there. So follow me if you guys want to check some stuff out. So let's get started on today's video. On today's video, we are doing some Civic stuff, not just Honda, Civic stuff. So the Civic, as of now, is still not passing smog. I have a video on that, on that part, but for the most part, it's ready for smog, but I have to get a new cat. And here in California, that's like $1,000 because California, for some freaking reason, is charging you an arm and a leg for a catalytic converter. Even though you can buy one online for like $200 or $300, California, it's costing me damn near $1,000, $800 to $1,000 for this particular repair. Other than the other issue that I solved, which was a check engine light, which I want to talk about that later on. Today, we're just gonna we're gonna be cleaning and restoring our trim. I've actually already cleaned these, and I just, when I cleaned them, obviously, I didn't expect them to look this bad, and they look pretty bad. It's we're gonna go ahead and restore these as best as I can. I've had some luck using, over-the-counter stuff from O'Reilly's and AutoZone, just, protectant and repair, but nothing quite like this solution finish here, which is something you can buy off of Amazon, and it works really great. I've already repaired restored one of the panels, and you can see here, for the longest time, my panels, when the light hits them, one of them looks blue and the other one looks gray, even though technically they're both supposed to be black. So we're gonna go ahead and just remove some of these trim pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and start to repair them, restore. I mean, just look at the way that it looks, This is off of just one coat. Basically, you're just supposed to apply it, and a little bit goes a long way, so you don't need to waste too much. I bought that little bottle for, I think, 30, 40, 50 bucks, I don't know. But trust me, that thing will last a long time. They sell a smaller one, and even that one lasts you a lot longer. But I bought a bigger one because I'm gonna do the same thing to my Honda CR-V. But just from the looks of it, look, it looks like I just took Armor All to this thing, which, I actually have done. Like I said, I've tried a couple different chemical stuff to make this trim look nice and shiny. I haven't tried this on this particular pieces, but I know for a fact Solution Finish does wonders. I mean, that's gonna look great in the little hatchback. For the meantime, now I am in the process of trying to replace the entire interior, which, as some of you guys may know, has been proving very challenging, going to several junkyards. Now, obviously, I've had to put all that on hold because now I have to do a bunch of repairs. That check engine light cost me a couple $100. This catalytic issue is going to cost me a couple more $100. And thanks to California law, I can't even repair that myself. They won't even they let me bring in my cat or weld my own. I mean, technically they won't know, right? But I'm not gonna go that route. So we're gonna have to just save up a lot more money and source this stuff some other way. Anyway, that's partly the reason why I am restoring these, because it's gonna take a while for me to get that JDM interior, which hopefully I'll be able to, and hopefully it's still on the market, and hopefully none of you guys have bought it from underneath me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and just just throw everything back in there in the meantime while I'm able to get my hands on that stuff. Some of this particular clips are these are for the cargo cover, and there is one here for the lid. Yeah, look at all that trim. Obviously wear gloves. You don't want to stain anything like your hands. And just a couple dabs of this should do the trick. And what I like to do is I just like to apply it, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna go over it again with a shop towel to get rid of any of the excess. One thing you should always remember is to cap it. I can't tell you how many times. Well, I've only spilled it once, but like I said, a little of this goes a long way. So when you spill it, you pretty much just, you know, screw yourself out of using most of it. Let's see if I can do this before I lose what little sunlight I have left here in Cali. Man, just look at the way it just disappears, the bottom part. The bottom part looked almost gray, like light gray down here. And it's just, can you see the camera here? Look at this, right there. Bruh, this is just great. A little expensive, but hey, if it works, it's a lot better than using, you know, the over-the-counter stuff that I find at O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Some of that stuff just really doesn't work for the type of damage that this is. That stuff is more along the lines for like newer cars, I guess, or cars that have been taken care of. This is a car from the 90s, so not particularly in perfect condition. Point of fact, there is a hole here that does not belong. It has been a minute since I've been doing Civic stuff, but damn, I miss it, you know? Unfortunately though, that's just how these things go. The build gets sidetracked by life, and other things gotta take priority. And I'll put the link to that in the description. Like I said, it's not super expensive, but now all we gotta do is just wipe away any of the excess so we don't stain anything else. And this is what I wanna see. You know, every time I buy one of these black trim restorers, I wanna see that black shine that, you know, looks practically OEM, because this looks really good, you know, like it just came out of the factory. And I should know, I bought a brand new car, so it looks very identical to what that color looks like. Whereas before, it looked like a car from the 90s. Although technically, no matter how good this looks, this still is missing some pieces, so not perfect. I mean, just look at it. Just look at that shiny black trim for my little hatchback. All right, now let me just show you guys the difference in appearance, right? Can you tell the difference? Can you see the notice in hue? That is kind of charcoal, and this is just black and glossy. What happened there? And this is what I mean, that hole does not belong there. I bought these years ago, and I think my interior was blue at some point. I'm not quite sure, but I know for a fact these are not the OEM ones, because I bought these these speaker cards here. You can see they're junkyard, and I'm actually gonna paint these as well so that it all matches. What did I just get done saying, bro? I thought I did cap it. Oh, what the heck? Look at that. That's like a year's worth of stuff. Oh man. All right, well, that's gonna stain my wood grain door. I mean, table. Oh man. I got distracted, but at least we didn't waste it. It is good to use. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get a hold of that trim. That interior is not easy to come by, and it is also not easy to install. Unfortunately, it is not just as simple as a plug and play or bolt-on part. This particular trim needs to be welded because I think it sits a little bit higher from the ground, and it needs a special bracket that needs to be attached, and I have to figure out how that works if I want to install that trim or that interior part. But that is a problem for future Jay and future Project GoodSpeed videos. So for now, we will not even think about that. I even restored these little cargo cover clips here. One of them is broken though. But that's actually part of what makes my Civic special. It's got a lot of broken parts. It's custom though, you know, it's custom. You can't just get any old Civic with broken parts. You gotta, you know, break them yourself. I'm actually gonna sand these down or brush them off and give them a light spray painting, because those are also for the cargo cover. Yep, that is it. Man, these look great. I put the little trim pieces back on. Hopefully these last. It'll be a while before I can even throw them back in there. I mean, the little hatchback is in a sorry state. Look at this thing. Damn, it is completely gutted. There is nothing but the kill mat that I installed years ago and my speakers. I put this stuff back in there just in the meantime while I try to get it smogged and put a few miles on it. But other than that, there is not much else in this little hatchback. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. This is how I've restored my trim. But they look great. I mean, just look at that. You can't even tell, bro. Doesn't even look like it's that old, even though they're like 30 years old. 30? This is 90, some of these are 93, 94, 95. I don't even know. You know what? It is 2025 now. So these things are 30 years old. If they were from 95. If they're from like 92, 93, they're even older than that. But they look great. So when I decide to actually throw them in the little hatchback, who knows? But for now, that'll be it. So until next time, take care and good speed.